Welcome to Deadly Dames, and for this video I decided to start doing a complete collection of all my Blu-rays. So I'm going to have to do this in different sections. I don't have as many as a lot of the YouTubers out there, but what I do have is obviously very important to me. So I'm just going to start showing you part one. Here we are. Hopefully you can see these okay, but yeah, we'll try and find a way that we can show you them without tipping over. Now, I do have the Scarlet box set from Arrow, but I find that they've lightened it up Hellraiser quite a lot, and I quite like it dark, so that's the reason why I have the Anchor Bay Blu-ray of Hellraiser as well. I love this movie, so I wanted to see it two different ways. I'm not going to have a horror Blu-ray collection without Halloween being in there. Friday the 13th. The Nightmare on Elm Street collection. Now, I do have quite a lot of DVDs, and I will do a complete collection of them at some stage as well. The problem is that my DVDs go over 4 different locations in my house, so I'm just kind of been putting off actually starting that one, but I will do it eventually. John Carpenter's The Thing, one of my favourite films. This is actually one of the only Scream Factories that I own. I do live in the UK, and a lot of these are region locked, but I couldn't pass up the Nightbreed director's cut. I love this film, and I really was so excited when I heard they were going to be releasing it as it was supposed to be, like with all the parts that were missing put back in. So I did have to buy this one. I don't have a multi-region Blu-ray player yet, but I do have a multi-region DVD player, and this has a DVD and a Blu-ray in it, so at least I got to watch it on DVD. Eventually I will get a multi-region Blu-ray player as well. I do also have a German release of Nightbreed. It is it's the director's cut as well, this one actually, but yeah, I had to pick this one up because it does play in the UK. So even though I've got that one and can't watch it, I do have this one. You can tell how much I love the movie. Texas Chainsaw, it's obviously the newer one. American from London. This is a cover that, I mean, it's an HMV exclusive cover, but I thought they could have been a little bit more inventive with that. Favourite film. This is probably my favourite film, Jaws. It's actually the first Blu-ray that I bought. Evil Dead Remake and the Evil Dead Trilogy. Exorcist. It's funny because I remember seeing this when I was younger and not thinking it was that great, but then when I watched it as an adult I realised just how amazing this movie actually is. The Fog. Love this one. The Visit, I know this one got mixed reviews, but I actually really enjoyed The Visit. I thought it was very inventive. I loved the ending, so definitely worth it. Cabin in the Woods, great movie. It Follows, took me by surprise. I really enjoyed It Follows. Amazing soundtrack. The Babadook. Green Inferno, movie gets a hard time, but it's actually a really good movie. Stage Fright, it's funny because it came out from this company Exposure Cinema, and it's funny, it's like labelled part 1, like movie 1, and I kind of thought they were going to start to be like Arrow and Shameless and 88 and do more than one, but so far this is all they've done. But as far as I'm aware, it's all they've done. If anybody else knows if they've done more, please let me know. Corruption, I love that movie. Love the artwork on that as well. Fifth Element, I've just seen all the videos going up of the steelbooks of these which have come out, so I will need to get the steelbook. They're beautiful, the steelbooks, so I need to get one. Interstellar, one of the only movies which is 3 hours long, which I didn't realise was 3 hours long because it was that good. I haven't seen this yet, I really need to watch it. Last Starfighter, this is actually an international copy, but it does play Region B. Love The Last Starfighter. Crybaby, John Waters. I really like Crybaby, I think it's really good. I'd like to see a Blu-ray release of the original Hairspray from him. Drag Me to Hell, good to see Sam Raimi back in his old horror territory. He should do more films like this. 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, the double feature. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I got this thinking it would just be another crappy zombie comedy, but this was hilarious. It was so funny. It especially, don't want to ruin it for anybody, especially the zombie penis. So, oh yeah, and the boob shot, you have to see it just for that. A really inventive, funny movie. Beastmaster. This is the only Umbrella release that I've got, just there. I didn't think the DVD quality on this, Blu-ray quality on this was that good. So it's the reason why I've not bought anything else from Umbrella, but I really, really love Beastmaster, so I needed a Blu-ray of it since no one else seems to be picking it up. Pan's Labyrinth. I don't think Del Toro will ever do anything better than this. This was the best movie that he's ever done. It's actually one of the few movies that I've put on really late at night just to start watching, and then couldn't shut my eyes. Sat with my eyes peeled watching every second of it because it was so good. Dracula. It's funny, I actually forgot I bought this and I very nearly bought it again, so glad I didn't do that. North by Northwest, Alfred Hitchcock's a really good movie. Tale of Two Sisters, a wee bit of tartan. I know I said Palisades because Palisades is on the side of it, but Jacob's Ladder. I bought this because everyone has a film that they've never seen. When you say to people, oh, I've never seen that, they all go, what, you've never seen it? Well, this was mine, and my partner talked me into buying it and said, watch this, watch it. I still have not watched it. I need to watch Jacob's Ladder. Only God Forgives. It took me a couple of attempts to get through this movie, but do you know something? It's like watching David Lynch. It's hard to describe. It was really, well, to me it felt like a bloody music video, but it's strangely hypnotising, strangely really good. Really liked it. Once I kind of got into the feel of it, I really liked it. Gravity. I don't know, I just really liked Gravity, enjoyed it. The effects in it are amazing. Edge of Tomorrow. Again, really liked Edge of Tomorrow. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, can't wait to see the new one. I know a lot of people are not so happy that it's females that's in it, but I'm kind of glad they're trying something different. The advert makes it look great. Can't wait to see this. We've got Legend, amazing on Blu-ray. Labyrinth, amazing on Blu-ray. Two of my favourite fantasy films, along with Willow, which we'll come to in another video. Piranha, Joe Dante's original one. I actually haven't got the one between this and then the new Piranha that came out. I probably should get the in-betweeny one, but I really like this one. Piranha's is just a classic. Enter the Dragon. It's my favourite Bruce Lee movie. It's probably most people's favourite Bruce Lee movie, but yeah, I really like this movie. Great comedy, Dale and Tucker vs Evil. If you haven't seen it, you need to get watching this movie. It's hilarious. Actually, I don't own it. I own every Kevin Smith movie pretty much, apart from that stupid Cop Out one. And this is the only one I've got on Blu-ray, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the only one I've got on Blu-ray, which is Mallrats, and it's not even my favourite one. I think it's just because when I went to buy it, it was as cheap to get the Blu-ray as it was to get the DVD. So I just got it on Blu-ray. The original I Spit in Your Grave. This is actually a really good box set from 101. And I wish they kind of stuck to doing box sets like this 101, but this is an amazing collection from them. One of the best movies I've seen last year. I know it came out before that, but I watched it last year. Blew me away. Drive is amazing, and the soundtrack to this thing is phenomenal. If you haven't seen Drive, you need to watch it. David Cronenberg movie I haven't watched yet, Eastern Promises. And another one I've tried to watch countless times, just can't get into it, but maybe I'm just not in the mood for it. So sometimes you get that, sometimes you try and watch a movie and you're actually just not in the mood for it, it puts you off, but that's Cosmopolis. But I don't know, maybe it's Robert Pattinson. I find it very difficult to watch him, but I need to try this again. I know I showed you this one recently, but The Goonies 30th Anniversary Edition. Can't believe it's been 30 years. Great, it's one of the best box sets ever. Indiana Jones. Recently watched all of them again. 4's not that bad. I know everybody doesn't like it, but let's face it, if you look at what the other ones are about, I mean, the first one's about, you know, God, the chest and stuff, and then it's magical stones, and they're all full of fantasy, so don't get me wrong, Kate Blanchett's an amazing actress, but her accent's pretty poor in this. But, well, not in this one, obviously in the fourth one, but I love Indiana Jones. Another great trilogy, Back to the Future. Love these, love them, can't say enough good things about them. In fact, the earliest movie I remember going to the cinema to see as a child is Back to the Future Part 3, so I'm giving away my age now, but love Back to the Future. Got Jurassic World. I know a lot of people gave this a hard time as well. What do you expect? Of course the T-Rex was going to be back in it, but I just really like Jurassic World. Wasn't a fan of the lead characters. I do like Chris Pratt, but he didn't really play like a character as such in this. He didn't really get to shine much in it, is what I'm trying to say, like he did in Guardian of the Galaxy. Sorry about that glare. But love Jurassic World. And then we've got the trilogy of the rest of the Jurassic parts. Can't just have Jurassic World, got to have them all. And I know I recently showed you this one, so I'll not focus on it, which is Stanley Kubrick Collection. Love this box set, and it's so cheap to get now, so if you don't have it, you must pick this up, and that is the Universal Monsters Essential Collection. It's got all of the 8 films on it, so the original 8 anyway. So Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, and Creature of the Black Lagoon, and you get a 3D version of Creature of the Black Lagoon on this as well. Inland Empire. It's actually one of the David Lynch movies that I find quite hard to get through, but I still enjoy it. Mulholland Drive. Great David Lynch movie. And I showed you this as well. David Lynch box set. Then one of the only Blu-rays I have for a TV series, and that's Twin Peaks. I'm one of these people that once I've seen a TV series, I generally don't really watch it again. Twin Peaks is one of the ones that I've seen multiple times. Great TV series. The movie's in there as well, Fire Walk with Me. Elephant Man. It's a really good David Lynch movie. I don't think a lot of people talk about it, but they should. It's so good. Okay, don't laugh at me for this one, but I do generally actually think it's a good film, and that's Titanic. So just making some room. Then we've got all 3 of the Hobbits. No need to say much about them. Great indie horror flick, which if you've not seen it, I would highly recommend Stakeland. It's quite a long film, but it's another one of them that you don't really feel how long it is because it's such a good movie. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Gets a lot of hate. I actually really liked it. That leg breaking scene in it gives me the heebies, but I don't like broken bones, so that'll be why. Rocky Horror Picture Show, 35 years. Got to have it on Blu-ray. I think I've got it in DVD and VHS as well. Inception, really liked it. Love Dark City, so I'm glad to get the director's cut. Riddick, I actually like Pitch Black and I actually like Riddick, even though they're kind of the same movie. Not a fan of the one in between. Pacific Rim's okay, not as good as I wanted it to be. It Came from Beneath the Sea and 2 Million Miles to Earth. Great couple of cheese. Robocop, really need to pick up Robocop 2. Pick up so you can see a bit more. Moon, love Moon. The 2 Batman? No, that's a different thing. Batman, Dark Knight, animated ones. Police Academy 1 and 2. What can you say about Police Academy 1 and 2, really? Oblivion, really annoys me that I had a sticker there. When I tried to peel it off, it did that, but I'll be damned if I'm buying it again. Especially because it's an okay movie, but that's so annoying. Why did they put stickers in places like that? All About Eve. Love this film. It is an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, get a copy. Legend of Billie Jean. You know what's funny? Nothing much happens in this movie, but I still love it. All of the Hunger Games. The last one is just here. It's actually a steelbook. That's why it's sitting separate. Right here. I just got the steelbook because it was really cheap. And one of my favourite films, which is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. So this is an outstanding movie. If you have not seen this movie, I would highly recommend it. Both of them are amazing in it. So Bette Davis and Joan Crawford are both outstanding in this film. Get yourself a copy. It is not that expensive to get. But yeah, that's everything for all of my Blu-rays part 1. So I'm going to have to do maybe another 2 parts because I've got some Blu-ray series that I might show as well. But hopefully you liked this video, and if you do, please comment, like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Take care.